Let me tell you the story of how I came to learn about target terror for the Nintendo Wii. I was browsing online looking at what new Wii games were coming out. I saw Target Terror and learned that it was yet another arcade port of a light gun game. Unlike House of the Dead, I had never heard of this one before, and so my expectations were already low, but I was hopeful. Then I saw my first screenshot. Holy shit, Batman in my goddamn ass! Is this the Sega CD? CDI? I had successfully forgotten about how games like Revolution X looked, and now here it was, shoved in my face once again. Digitally captured humans with a ridiculously low frame rate shoved into my face in random boring 3D environments that would have looked more at home on the PS1. This game was made in 2004 too. That's not that long ago. Alright, don't misunderstand me. I understand completely how this game is trying to sell itself, and I understand completely the appeal it's going for. While the game literally must have been on a shoestring budget, developer Raw Thrills embraces this fact and makes the cheapest complete piece of shit possible, banking on the fact that it'll potentially entice a few quarters into its machine based on pure irony alone. It's not like the generic random arcade games in movie theaters and pizza restaurants have been kept up to date anyway, so who are they really competing with? Embracing the fact that your game is terrible is not ever going to make it fun, regardless of whether or not it was on purpose. It's not like this game is really even packed to the brim with hilarious throwbacks and personality. In fact, the game is completely devoid of personality. You simply wander around in a generic environment with no story whatsoever, shooting at the same exact handful of enemies dressed in poorly designed costumes. The levels hardly look different from each other, and you'll have seen absolutely everything this game has to offer in the first 30 seconds because all the levels do is repeat themselves over and over. I have no doubt in my mind that many professional reviewers in general are going to be complete pansies in reviewing this game. They'll have no idea whether or not Target Terror will strike a chord with the hipster ironic crowd, and so they'll most definitely add in a few lines about how secretly brilliant this game just might be. But really, it's not. It shamelessly acts on an ironic premise, kind of, but then does nothing with it. The game's content is nothing but recycled garbage and does not take any chances in being witty or cool beyond its initial worthlessness. Target Terror looks like hell and is monotonous in style. There are no saving graces here. There's hardly anything in the way of bosses. The gameplay is sketchy and does not respond properly. Reloading your weapon is hardly responsive. The game is short and a complete bore. As god-awful as Target Terror is, I know that there will be a few people out there that'll still somehow manage to totally love this game. I don't think there has ever been a bad light gun game in some people's eyes. However, Target Terror is the worst modern light gun game I have ever seen. It's that bad, and even if you manage to chuckle a little over how cheesy everything is, I assure you that that won't last long, as there's nothing to laugh at after that first joke. I give Target Terror for the Nintendo Wii a 2 out of 10.